everyone, and welcome back to Half Elite. Today we are going to be qualifying for the, this 13th week street stock shootout race at Charlotte, and then doing the race, both in the same episode. So this is going to be a cool episode for today. I'm not really going to pull up the, specific standings, because the standings don't really matter at this point. The thing that really matters is the actual qualifying order for the races, but it doesn't show you that because they've got qualifying sessions every 5 minutes, and then they throw other people into the sessions that weren't in your qualifying session. So it's all kind of different. It's kind of weird, but I mean, heck, I don't really know what to say about it. It's a very interesting system, but the standings don't matter, especially if I'm at the top of them. But if I'm at the top of the standings, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Gosh, I got loose there. Heck. That was stupid. Oh my gosh. And here we come into turn 3. Oh yeah, and by the way, the safety rating and iRating things from up there are not actually correct. Those are wrong. I have not updated those yet because I did a race on Monday at dang it, I forget where it was now. Yeah, I did a race at Thompson Speedway that just a complete wreck fest, and my safety rating dropped. My iRating went up because I managed to stay in, but the safety rating went way down. So I had also messed with the setup a little bit for this thing, and I've got just some more general different stuff there. P2 on the board, so that's good. Let's see, 36.836. I just realized that was the time that I ran. That is a very, very good freaking time, bro. Oh yeah. Doesn't count for safety rating, so that was completely fine. Oh wait, there's 4 left? I forgot there was 4 laps in this and not 2. Okay. Okay, that sucks. I just lost a lap on this, and I'm probably going to lose another one in terms of speed. Well, that sucks. I thought I'd turn the steering ratio down so that you would get more turn for turning the steering wheel less, but it almost feels like I'm having to turn more. Like I had ran the same setup in practices and races earlier, not races yet. I haven't done a race yet, but I ran the setup in practices earlier, and I only had to turn the wheel about to where I'm sitting right now to get it to turn all the way for a corner, and now I'm having to turn it more than I would normally have to. There we go. This is the last lap, instead of what I thought was going to be the last lap, which was thing before that. Whatever, dude. I don't know why I thought that. You know, another thing to think about is, hey, when it says white flag, that's probably the last lap, not whenever it typically would be ending the thing. In the end, it's okay. I had a very good time earlier. And 36.832, that's an even better time than I had in lap 2, where I had a regular lap to speed up, along with just... There we go. And that is qualifying. I'm going to go ahead and check to make sure that I had got the steering ratio correct. What is this? So degrees is to higher ratio, a slower... Higher ratio... Huh. I'm trying to think, what... I have no brain and I can't think of what this would be, whether it's... $14 degrees of steering rotation. Oh no, it would be 8 degrees of Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Is there a brake bias thing that I can switch up here? 3.15. Yeah. Okay. I had messed with the gear ratio some. Try to get some the maximized like stuff that I can get out of this. I'm doing a bunch of random setup crap that you probably don't care about. Brake balance bar, huh? Percentage of brake force, master cylinder, car more front bias, car more stable under braking, longer braking distance, too little bias. Okay. So brake balance bar percentage, more front bias, less front bias, car wants to spin and braking. I think I might try to do closer to this. Uh, Let's try steering offset. No, let's go this way. And then save as cookie cutter setup modified. Yeah, override it. Cool. No, okay. So we can go ahead and leave this session now. We've only got a couple minutes until that. I always do that where it doesn't open immediately, and I'm like, oh, I need to leave. I need to close that. I need to open it up, and then it's actually just closing it. I hate computers. They're so weird. I mean, I like them. They're just when a small brain forgets how computers work for a second, it's really awkward. Anyways, I'm probably gonna be doing more of these races just to help get the safety rating up. Maybe I can get this thing up to 4. Well, really what I'm wanting to do is get it higher so that when I get to Class B, the safety rating is higher. Like, if I'm at like a 3.8 safety rating, when I get to Class B, it'll start me off at like a 3.3 safety rating. If I'm at like a 3.2 safety rating and then it upgrades me for the end of the season stuff, I'll start with like a 2.4 safety rating or something. I mean, I'm not exactly sure. I think that the minimum it will start you with is a 2.5. And maybe just being the end of the season, it automatically resets the safety rating. I'm not sure how this stuff works. This is my first iRacing season, and I'm essentially just trying to speedrun the game, though I've seen people who have been on the game for less than a month and who are already Class A. So in terms of speedrunning, it's not the worst you're going to see. I'm going to have to wait for a second because it seems to never put me in a practice session, and even if it did, it was going to be a second before, like, if it puts me in a practice session, it's going to load me into the practice session. By the time it loads in, the race session is going to be open, and then I'm going to have to reload in with some time already having been devoted to the practice session, and it's just going to be so weird. We're already at 8:30, so, yeah. Should be able to join the session any second now, if it wants to open it up. Join. See that button? Join. iRacing. You know what that join button means? It means join. There we go. Here. iRacing portal. I don't care. How long are these races? I thought there were 20 laps, right? Yeah, 20 laps. Just normal iRacing thing. There we go. Let's see some stuff. Oh, gosh, I'm in a terrible session. Oh, heck. Oh, heck. I'm gonna have to do very good to get any type of good stuff for my... Why does it say my... Is my iRating really 973? I done a race earlier where I wasn't able to get in time, and I wasn't able to. I was trying to work on the setup after practice, and I hadn't realized that you only had 1 minute to get into the race session once the race session once it was ready to put you on the grid. I thought you had 2 minutes like normal, but apparently this is trying to get it going faster, and you only have 1 minute. Another thing that it is you don't have practice, or you don't have qualifying. Qualifying would typically be 5 minutes, and practice is 3 minutes. This thing is a 5-minute warm-up, so 3 minutes off of that, plus an extra minute because you only have a minute to get on the grid instead of two. Good grief. I'm like, I don't know. I think it's funny, the only Class B guy in the session has a 2.15 safety rating and a 954 iRating. Sim loading. There we go, it's done. Yep, welcome to the session. Oh yeah, another thing is this is a warm-up instead of a practice. I know it sounds like the same thing, but it actually has a big difference because warm-ups count for safety rating. Practices don't. So this counts for my safety rating or against it if I have a bad race or a bad warm-up session. I'm going to go ahead and switch that to F3. There we go. Check out this new setup, make sure it's working. Still got the original.
And my car is shifting all the way to 4th gear, but it's redlining.
Go high.
Yeah, on the Charlotte short track.
Yeah.
Setup.
Yeah, you actually have to change the setup if you were sitting on the short track setup. Now, for some reason, it doesn't automatically change the setup to something else. You've actually got to change it yourself, which is kind of weird for these things because you'd think.
Or you could just leave it like it is and let us overtake you.
I don't know. The whole thing is weird. I'd messed with some of the gear ratio so that I could get it to like. I don't know. Gear ratios are really high, so if I need to, I can really get it going down the streets. Trading paint's now loading in. Why is it taking forever to load in? There we go. So I've got the Scott Dixon gloves and helmet set up, and then a Darrell Waltrip tribute car livery paint scheme thing. NASCAR terms. I'm gonna go ahead and use the NASCAR terms because this is a stock. Oh gosh, that 16 almost came across my nose. 16, you scared me for a second. Don't come across me that quick.
37.5.
Grief. Scared the crap out of me.
Ah, much better. I was about to lose my mind. I just recalibrated my wheel 3 or 4 times. I mean, pedals.
5 car. Whoa. 5 car. What the heck? I swear. Is there a target on my back or something? What the heck? Like, this is like people just coming across me 24/7. Oh yeah, another thing I've noticed, it's making the steering a little. I had messed with the steering ratio. It's making the steering a little stiffer, which is good. I don't like it where it feels like I'm literally just got power steering on the thing. That or just a wheel without like. I like it when I feel like I'm actually driving the car and I've got some force onto it. Once I had messed with the stuff. Oh gosh, I like to avoid conflict. I don't like. Oh, dead. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I swear, I fear for my life in these things because it affects my safety rating. But yeah, I really like this. I don't like having to turn the wheel 90 degrees just to get the car to steer. Especially, that really helps me when I'm doing like IndyCar and stuff, because in IndyCar you really barely have to turn the wheel at all to get the car to really turn. Like, I really like, I want the orange bar in the middle to be as close to the center line as possible, and me only have to turn it a little bit to get the car to steer. And I think that that's what that steering ratio is doing. Yep, only less than a minute to load into the session, so that sucks for my iRating, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not really focused feverishly on iRating. 69 estimated laps of fuel. Granted, that's going to change, but that's just its original estimate coming in. It's nice. Yeah, anyways, we are starting 17th? Okay, that's odd. Oh, this is all. Odd that they would make you do qualifying if they just base everything off of iRating for the session. And I just realized another thing is that because I'm in here with a bunch of rookies, this is probably a lot of their first races, so their iRating is at like 1350. I think it automatically starts you with a 1350 iRating, and then everyone's iRating falls down once they start doing it because they're not good at driving and they're not great. But you've got the people who this is like their second race and they have like a 1200 iRating compared to my like 900 iRating. I have so many things to change about that. I always do that, where I have that thing up there and I don't change it forever, and then I change it after I'm done recording an episode, and then I do another off-camera episode or something and it changes a bunch, and I just continue not changing it. I'm an idiot occasionally, but hopefully the people in Class C will help this race not be a complete trash fest. Can we please try to keep this race clean, everyone? This affects your safety rating and helps you get up classes.
I agree, and I'm third in points right now. I don't know what that means, but...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Get on the stop.
Hey everybody, can we keep this clean? 16. Let me just dive in the inside wall.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Is not interested in people.
I mean, it only affected him. He didn't hit anyone else.
Scared the hell out of me.
Getting ready, going green.
Me too. Here we go. Getting ready to go green.
Pace car is in.
Oh gosh.
Green, 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 green.
That was the slowest lead up that I have ever seen, and grief, is that weird. All I want to do really is complete all 20 laps. If it means that I have to ride around in the back, I will. But then again, I also want my iRating to not plummet. And this is what racing in the lower classes is like. It's like choosing between 8 cars. What the heck? I was trying to sit up there and I was practically pinning myself to the wall, and then he came up on me.
We check up on the green flag and then we block people coming into turn 1, and people wonder why we can't.
Yeah, I had slowed down a bunch, and then once it got to a point, I just went and was faster than everyone else, and then everyone was blocking me.
I got brake checked at the start-finish line.
I think everyone did.
53.3.
Here we go. We got a big run on these guys. 15.
They're all over the place.
Car outside.
What that's good to do.
Clear.
I don't understand why I click on the button and it starts talking, but then it overrides me with someone else. Like, if I've been talking for like a half a second, like, it just kind of cuts me off. I don't know. Racing is weird. This is not going to be great for my safety rating or my iRating. Great. We're P14. Well, that's going to be P12 for in a second, but we're P12 and we're got 4 incident points in a 20-lap race. Very nice. Bonus meme, my iRacing career. 146, 147, 148 into the corner. That was nice. Speed. Oh, big wreck in front. They're wrecking up front. 2 cars in the wall. Person lagged out in front, and he somehow... I think the 2 car had just lagged out, and then the guy wrecked, or someone wrecked. 36.821. I was trying to explain what happened there, but I think I got the numbers mixed up.
On the wall, you see it, and you come back down the track.
Yeah, I think someone had lagged out, and that was the problem.
I didn't see him hit the wall. That's not bad.
Here's the Class B guy.
No, I was just hitting you Blake in there.
E9. 19, I'm coming inside.
Car outside. Still left.
Hang on.
36.
Ooh, that was going to be an off-track penalty. I got squeezed low. You know, you'd almost... Oh my gosh, we've got a Tiger King car. 1 car, I'm inside.
Clear.
13, I'm going to look low.
Outside.
Way too chattery on this radio, but I want to make sure I don't wreck someone. Don't wreck myself. Can't tell if he just got mad at me there. I mean, it didn't really do anything. P7.
37.239 through the top 10.
I think if I run this setup in a qualifying, this will be really good. If only I could start up higher. Like, the problem for me is just like I'm dicing through this field faster than everyone. It's just there's qualifying, but it doesn't count for some reason. Oh, now I just thought of it. It probably numbers it by qualifying order. So, apparently I had a terrible qualifying time? Or maybe it's counting the times from when people are doing stuff at the Legends Oval? I'm not sure.
36.7.
Look on the inside of this 4-car here. Whoa, 4-car. I hate it when it calls out lap times before... yeah, I hate that it prioritizes lap times over,
Go low, Tim.
like, inside, like, car inside. Like, I think, like, spotting prioritizes lap times. Almost to the point where... Almost to the point... I might even just turn off the lap time reporting, unless I'm doing single car stuff. Like, in races where I'm trying to do stuff. Like, I don't think the lap time reporting helps. And someone had a huge slide up there off too, and yet somehow they saved it or something. Just smoke everywhere, and yet there was no wreck.
Clear, man. Sorry about that.
Maybe there was, because I'm in 6th now instead of 7th. I am slowly catching these guys. I've noticed I've got a really good setup here. This is good. Essentially what I had done is I had taken the base of the Charlotte setup and I did some stuff to the steering and the brake bias and some of the aero stuff and just made the setup a little better. I think iRacing is just trying to make a base setup that works for everyone instead of like the best possible setup. Like, I know I was like 2.7 seconds behind them like 3 laps ago, and now I'm 2.1. And they're drafting each other too. Though I wouldn't call this drafting as much as I would intentional wrecking that no one actually wrecks each other, because this looks very aggressive.
I know one thing, the next 13th week, I'm not even going to
Guy's
race.
dead in there. Rest in peace.
Out of it.
No, man.
37.009.
Oh, big wreck!
What the fuck?
Big wreck up there. Everyone's wrecking. Here we come. Come on, come on, come on. We're gonna get the spot on all these guys. They're not getting up to speed. We are. Here we go. 1, 3, 4, 5. Second place might have gotten away or something. We're gonna try to get the draft off to. Well, first place is still 6.3 seconds up, but you know what I mean. These 3 guys here. I'm in a draft now.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to drop back.
I'm also obnoxiously jittery. I need to figure this out. Are we P5 now? Did the second place guy wreck? Yep, P5.
I went from 3, 4, and 8.
Let's go P2 here. Come on, we're gonna get P2. 10 to go. Halfway. If we're not gonna get a good safety rating upgrade out of this race, we can at least get some good I rating. I'm not gonna go wrecking anyone, but I am gonna try to catch up to people as quick as possible here and get past them. Slow car down low. Lap car, and he's moving at least. That's good. Yeah, he's limping back to pit. I swear, I'm catching the guys in front of the 9 car, but I'm not catching the 9 car somehow. As a matter of fact, they're pulling away now. It was 8 tenths to the 9 car, and then now it was 9 tenths there for a second. There we go, I'm catching him now. 7 tenths. The problem is they're a 3-car pack here, drafting off each other from 2 inches away, and I'm drafting on them from like half a second to a full second back. Half a second, full second, 6 tenths. Can you read the numbers? I'm just saying random crap at this point. I don't even know what I'm saying. 7-car blink there for a second. So that's not great when you're racing with other people. Come on, we're up to him.
That car's a lap down. Car inside.
Come on, come on.
High.
Got him.
Clear.
There we go. On to the 9 car, 10 car. 10, I'm looking inside. Here we go. We're gonna take the 9 car. This is for P2. Do we have the run? We're gonna have to back out of it for just a second there. And we're gonna get him in this corner. Get him in the corner here. Looking inside, inside, inside. Yes, we got him. There we go. P2. Yes, can we catch the leader? I'm riding the bottom just to make sure no one passes me. I can't tell if this leader has damage or not. That's possible that he could have damage.
up
But
the
it does
throttle
not look like he
today.
does, because he's not falling back in any way. There's lap cars that are really losing time here. There's a guy that was like, he's 8, Nicholas Torres, he was like 8.7, like
Let me buy
a
it.
quarter of a lap ago, and now he's
Alright, so, I mean,
7.1. So,
I'm not in the same
P2,
race.
yes. Got a really slow lap car versus the leader, who's losing time to second place. Let's see how this goes. 1 second now. Less than a second.
Cheers, buddy.
How will this go? Half a second. Whoa. Almost got loose there for a second. Oh, they're side by side now. Oh, heck. The leader got by him okay. He's good. Lost a little bit of time to me. It's now 5.1 seconds, but now I just realized we're going to have to pass him here at some point. Oh, gosh. I just heard some smashing in the back. The leader is losing time to me, too. So, I mean, not nearly quick enough for me to catch him in 5 laps, but there are other lap cars here. Yep, Ruben Sosa Jimenez also losing time to the leader. Half a second, less than a half a second now. 2 tenths. Tenth. Side by side. He always catches them in the quad oval. That's the funny part, is it's like, whoa. What did I, oh, good grief, I'm lucky that I didn't get an off track there. 4.6 seconds, still not fast enough, not even nearly fast enough to catch these guys. But maybe we can use some draft off these guys. Puffed some smoke there, and it was black smoke, not white smoke. Looks like he blew his motor or something. Trying to draft off this guy, but I don't think I'm close enough yet. Here we go.
That car's a lap down. 37.1.
I'm a lead lap car, Bob.
One, I'm...
Come on, start ready.
Outside.
Never mind, we did not get the...
Clear outside.
And the leader just keeps slicing his way through these guys. Good grief. He's doing it very cleanly. The leader's sitting on the outside there. Nope, he passed them both. And my luck is they're probably taking each other out right now. Of course, I can't see this. I'm not sitting in a room of windows driving the car. 2 to go. And of course, these guys are super slow now.
37.064. That car's a lap down.
Hey, 6, I'm taking it inside. Oh, outside, sorry.
Car inside.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. 10 car. Holy cow. Oh no, he took him out.
2 wide.
Oh, he took him out. No. Jason Richardson took him out.
Damn, Ken, how in the hell did you save that?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, how did he save that? But yeah, it was at the cost of...
White flag. One more lap
He
to go.
saved it, but it was at the cost of a lap car.
37.47.
Good grief, that was weird for a second. I was trying to take the inside, and then the car got slipped up and got the outside. And we've got another lap car here on the white flag lap. I don't think we're going to catch him in enough time. He's a little faster. Hopefully I don't have to catch him.
Are you kidding me? On the last lap.
Oh, this guy just got took out on the last lap. We can go ahead and take... You know what? We're going to back out of it. Don't need that. Don't need that spot. We'll go ahead and take everything we can get, though.
Yeah, 10 and 17, that was good playing. It's fun racing with y'all.
Great job, driver.
Yeah, thanks, man. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and drive this thing back to pit lane P2. That's nice. Here we go. Gonna go ahead and wheel the car down. Third gear. There we go. P17, we get P2, so that's nice.
The race is over. That's
There
it,
we go. P2. Anyways, this has been Half Elite Plays iRacing. yeah, this is about as much of a Saturday night iRacing as you're gonna get because IndyCar. Full day of IndyCar stuff. Got IndyCar practice, IndyCar qualifying, IndyCar race, and I'm not gonna go ahead and watch the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series race. I will record those and watch those later. I just not doing that right now. Um, but yeah, I can't do Saturday night racing because that would be very awkward to try to fit in. I've got like a full afternoon of racing. Yeah, but this is about all we've got. Anyways, this has been Half Elite Plays iRacing. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Make sure to check out the video on the top left to see what YouTube thinks you'd like. Video on the top right to see my little reintroduction to IndyCar, and the video on the top left, the bottom left to see the entire Half Elite Plays iRacing playlist. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.